What a crazy year. On one hand, Prime is getting sued by Messi, and on the other, KSI's new song, Thick of It, is predicted to reach the Billboard Hot 100. Who would have guessed that? Oh wait, I did. I called it in my last video. KSI is just farming reactions to promote his new song, plain and simple. And that's not even the wildest part. Mr. Beast got exposed for being an awful human being, and instead of addressing it, what does he do? He books an entire cinema just to eat lunchly, watch Talk Tua, and blast KSI's new song. It's almost the end of the year, and things are showing no signs of calming down. So make sure you guys like and subscribe to keep up with all this madness. Alright, let's dive into the latest. Mr. Beast being as shameless as ever. You guys might be wondering, what did he do now? Well, recently, Mr. Beast uploaded a clip where he rented out a whole cinema to eat lunchly and watch Talk Tua while jamming to KSI's new song. I don't think he's going to make a response video. And this isn't the first time Mr. Beast has acted shameless like this. Oh no, he's got quite the track record. Mr. Beast is so great that he's made kids gamble, sold shoddy burgers, and let's not forget what everyone seems to be overlooking. Back in 2022, when he launched Feastables, his FAQ section proudly claimed that they were free from child labor and slave labor. But guess what? A year later, that section was sneakily removed.
That Mr. Beast is using child labor and slave labor for his chocolates today and has been since late 2023. When Feastables first launched in January of 2022, if you went into their FAQ, their frequently asked questions section, they proudly displayed that they were child labor free and slave labor free. As a matter of fact, in April of 2023, they doubled down and they added to their list of main menu options this option that said we're slave free. And if you clicked it, it had an entire dedicated page talking about how they were free of slave labor and child labor. But just a few months later, in October of 2023, that main page item that said we're slave free, that was removed. In addition, in the frequently asked questions section, that stuff about being child labor free and slave labor free, that stuff also disappeared.
Mr. Beast has this habit of pretending to care about causes, but in reality, he's just using them to push his brands. And that's nothing. The retarded behavior doesn't end there. It starts with the comments under the tweet.
So, Mr. Beast rented out an entire theater to watch Talk Tua, listen to KSI's new song, and to eat lunchly. People are absolutely losing their fucking minds over this. He's not even pretending to be a good guy anymore. Now that Ava's out of the picture, he just proudly associates with transphobic right-wingers. Read some of the comments here. If you're actually against bigotry, how can you happily continue being business partners with Logan Paul after Imran Khalif Olympics bullshit? I don't think he actually has any beliefs. He just does whatever makes the number go up. I agree. That makes him not good personally. Oh my God.
It's crazy how everything Mr. Beast and Chris Tyson did, people were still bitching about Mr. Beast being transphobic on Twitter. People on Twitter never cease to amaze me. If you think that's crazy, Messi suing Prime Hydration, that's retarded to a whole new level. According to an article by Dexerto, Mass plus drink distributor, Mark Anthony International, is hitting out at Prime Hydration for being anti-competitive. Seriously? So, basically what happened is that when Messi's energy drink launched, it was immediately called out for being an exact ripoff of Prime. And if you ask me, Messi's drink is an exact copy of Prime, from bottle style to colors. I'm sure both taste like shit. On October 8th, 2024, Mass Plus by Messi, distributor Mark Anthony International filed a lawsuit against Prime Hydration, seeking a declaratory judgment to confirm Mass Plus is not copying Prime's bottle design. I don't know what drugs Messi's distributor company's lawyers were on, because it's definitely copying Prime. They deserve to be called a ripoff because out of all the energy drink brands they could have copied, they decided to copy Prime. Fucking idiots thought it was a good idea to copy a product that was already a complete ass. In the lawsuit, Mark Anthony claims that Prime reached out to the drink distributors shortly after launch with a demand that they cease sales of Mass Plus by Messi until they change the packaging. The distributor also claims that Prime has threatened to sue for trademark and trade dress infringement. Yeah, Logan, sue their asses. It's their fault they decided to copy the shittiest energy drink brand. It's ironic how Prime is threatening to sue Mass Plus and demanding they change the packaging. when recently they did the exact same thing by copying Lunchables. To be honest, I don't care one bit about Prime or Mass Plus. Both are corporate money grabs, leaving their stupid fans with a bad taste in their mouth.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
I hope they sue each other into oblivion. And it doesn't end here. The lawsuit also argues that Prime is seeking not only to prevent fair competition, but also trying to monopolize functional packaging elements that are commonplace in the hydration beverage industry. And I thought KSI was the biggest crybaby on the internet. No matter how shitty KSI and Logan Paul are, saying that Prime's bottle packaging is common is absolutely not true. When Prime first launched, it stood out because of its packaging. One quick Google search, and you can see Prime's bottle design really stands out and is very different. I gotta give props to whoever designed Prime. It goes on to explain that Mark Anthony contacted an experienced survey expert to figure out if there was any likelihood consumers would confuse Prime with Mass Plus by Messi. Unsurprisingly, the survey demonstrated no likelihood of confusion at all between the two products, which further supported Mark Anthony's position that confusion is not likely. Whoever they hired to survey was either blind or retarded, probably both, because even the blind kids in my basement could tell they look very similar. As a matter of fact, they're the exact same with different names on the bottles. Okay, let's take a look at the bottles. Both have ridges, both have the flavor name on top, then the brand name and liquid amount at the bottom. Even the fonts and colors match too. Whoever on Messi's team copied Prime should be given an award for the laziest piece of shit ever. This entire lawsuit is already stupid, but it turns into a full-on clown show with what they said next. It highlights Logan Paul's many highly publicized scandals since his emergence as a YouTube influencer as one of the ways his involvement boosts the Prime brand. It lists examples of his scandals, like publishing a vlog making light of Japan's Aokigahara, and failing to release his crypto video game, Crypto Zoo. Because of these controversies and other public stunts, the public understands who Logan Paul is, and it can easily distinguish him and his business partners from Mr. Messi, the suit states. So, they're basically saying Logan Paul is a piece of shit. And because of that, people can easily tell the difference between both drinks. Messi really needs to hire new lawyers because these are a bunch of clowns in suits. What the fuck is that logic? So, if you're a piece of shit like Logan Paul, that gives everyone the right to copy your products. By that logic, I could launch a copy of Yeezy because Kanye has a controversial image too. This entire lawsuit is a response to Prime threatening to sue them for trademark and trade dress infringement. So, they decide to cook up this clown of a lawsuit to try and pressure Prime? I hope both drinks sue each other into bankruptcy. It won't happen, but hey, we can still pray for it. I thought Logan Paul was a clown, but after reading what Messi's distributor cooked up, I'm willing to hand the biggest clown status to them. First, you exactly copy Prime. Then when they threaten to sue, you spit out this joke of a lawsuit. Anyways, let's talk about KSI. In my last video, I said KSI is just acting depressed and sad to promote his new song. And people in my comment section didn't believe me. Well, now, look at this. KSI's new song is projected to chart on the Billboard Top 100. I still believe he's faking his reactions and mental breakdown to bait people into making more TikToks using his song, and to get people talking about him and his music. And guess what? That's exactly what's happening. Everyone is talking about his song and boosting its growth. KSI was basically 2 steps ahead, whether you want to believe it or not. You can't tell me that someone like KSI, who's been doing YouTube for over a decade, doesn't know how to get a reaction out of people. These guys have entire PR teams researching and looking into exactly this type of thing. Anyways, if you still disagree, let me know in the comments down below. But that's all from me. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. See ya.